Hi, my name's Nevaeh.
Hi, my name is Maria. Today we will be discussing factoring greatest common factor, also known as GCF.
The definition of greatest common factor is the greatest factor that divides two numbers. Factors are numbers multiplied to get another number. Polynomial means to be consisting of several terms.
For the first example, it is 75 plus 25e. Now pause the video and try to solve the problem. To solve this, you find the greatest common factor between 75 and 25e. In this case, it is 25. The greatest common factor for 25e becomes e because 25 times e equals 25e. And the greatest common factor for 75 is 3 because 25 times 3 equals 75. Then in parentheses, add the number you multiply it by. For this problem, in parentheses, it is 3 plus e. The answer for this problem is 25, parenthesis, 3 plus e, parenthesis.
The second example is 8cd minus 40c to the second power d. Pause the video and try to solve the example. To find the answer for this problem, you have to find the GCF, which would be 8. It would be 8 because the GCF for 8 is 8 and also is a factor of 40. Outside the parentheses would be 8 in CD because there is at least one C and D for each number. Inside the parentheses would be 1 minus 5C since those of the other factors multiply to get 8 and 40.
The third example is negative 3p squared minus 3p cubed minus 9p squared. Pause the video and try to solve the example. To find the answer to the problem, you find the greatest common factor for this problem, which in this case it would be negative 3p squared. It would be this because for negative 3p squared, this would work. For negative 3p cubed, it would work. And for negative 9p squared, it would work. You figure this out by dividing negative 3p squared from each of the numbers in the problem. If you get a whole number, it should work. The answer to this problem is negative 3p squared, parenthesis, 1 plus p plus 3 squared, parenthesis.
We learned a lot about factoring greatest common factor today. Always make sure the greatest common factor can be a factor for all of the numbers.
For example, if you have the numbers 15, 5, and 3, the greatest common factor would be 3 because it is the greatest factor for 3 and it is also a factor of 15 and 5. It is also important to remember to factor out every time to identify the greatest common factor.